Alright guys, welcome to week 2 of eSchool. I wanted to put this video up at the beginning of the week, kind of as a tutorial about what your expectations are, where to get to your work, how to access it, just in case you missed anything from last week. Hopefully this week runs a little smoother. All of the modules are in a Google document form, so they are editable. You each have a copy, so you just edit them like you did in Module 1 and turn them in like you did in Module 1. I will not be posting any extra modules, so once we get to that point, I'm going to show you which ones you need to do, how to edit them, and all that stuff as well, okay? All right, hope you guys are excited. Let's get started here, okay? So if we're starting from our Google page, which is our opening URL, let's go ahead and Google search Google Classroom. All right. And this will open up full things here. You want to click on this one, classroom.google.com. This shows you what classes you have, and it also shows you what is due for this week, okay? So Pure Physics 1 and Pure Physics 2, each of you guys, you have 3 modules due by Friday at noon, okay? So Friday at noon, you're going to have week 2 module 1 due, week 2 module 2 due, and week 2 module 3 due as well. These all fall under the category of G.2. So we are starting G.2. Week 1, Module 1, excuse me, is an introduction to G.2. Module 2, you continue that, and Module 3 is some math models, okay? So let's go ahead and click on Pure Physics 1. You're going to go into your class. The first thing you're going to see here is on the left, you've got that same screen you had on the other page. What modules are due and when they're due, okay? Make sure you get these in by noon on Friday, okay? All right. You'll see here under the stream, I've posted these 3 assignments. Week 2, Module 1, Week 2, Module 2, and Week 2, Module 3. We're going to start with Week 2, Module 1 and work our way through the modules. Work at your own pace. Remember, I'm here for questions if you have any. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on Week 2, Module 1. Okay, this is my screen, so you see each of you all have an assigned Google document. And this is that digital worksheet you guys worked in last time. Okay, so let's go back here and let's click on one of these Google Docs, okay? All right, now recall that this is the document that you're turning in, okay? We're going to work with G.2, which is falling objects and energy, all right? Up here, your objectives, this is what we're going to be looking at, okay? These are what we are hoping by the end of this module you guys have mastered. As you move down, you've got some vocabulary words: gravitational potential energy, kinetic energy, law of conservation of energy, okay? And you've got their definitions. This is kind of a pre-vocab kind of study tool for you guys because this is what we're going to talk about in this module. After that, you've got a quick do now, okay? The do now for this one says, think about a baseball that is dropped to the ground. What are the different types of energy that are involved as the object falls? Where do you think the kinetic energy of the ball comes from as it falls, okay? If you need a laugh, you can go ahead and watch this video of a sports fan stealing a baseball from kids. You know, always a good laugh. Once you've completed the do now, you move on. Remember, to edit, guys, you just click in the box and begin typing, okay? That's all you have to do. You click into that box and begin typing, all right? Once you're done typing, it automatically saves, so you don't have to worry about that. So you come down to here to direct instruction, okay? You click on this video. Remember, if you are struggling to click, if the click doesn't work, which normally it'll pop up like this, if you want to make it a little more streamlined, if you hold down Control and click, you'll be able to access it immediately, okay? First thing you're going to do is watch this video and then move into the independent practice, okay? There's going to be videos linked. Anything that is blue and underlined like this is a link. If you hover over it and click on it, once again, it'll open up this G.2 experiment, okay? You're going to fill in this box. Once again, the edited points are over here. Type those in, and then you're going to answer these questions as you move down. As you keep going through step 3, step 4, step 5, once you finish step 5, you're going to go ahead and check your answers. If you click on this link, it's going to send you to the answer key. That answer key will tell you what the answers to this are, okay? A really good idea to check your answers here, guys, especially before the mastery check, okay? Direct instruction part 2. You got another G.2 falling objects and energy direct instruction to go ahead and watch that video. That other linked document in your assignment is the slideshow to these direct instructions, okay? So go ahead and have that pulled up as well, okay? Independent practice part 2, same way we did part 1. You're going to move through this as you go. Once again, you check your answers here before you move on to your mastery check, okay? Once you've completed all independent practice, you go to Edulastic, look for an assessment that is titled DL_mastery check, Pure Physics G.2, day 1, okay? So this is going to be the title of it here. Before you do this though, guys, good idea to review the key points in the lesson, okay? As well as go ahead and make sure you've checked all your answers, okay? Once you finish that, you're done with Module 1 and ready to move on to Module 2. Once you finish Module 1, make sure you turn it in using the Google Classroom turn-in function, and then you're set. All right, so once you're done, you can go ahead and exit out of that. And let's go back here, okay? Going back to Pure Physics 1, you see that we have 3 modules. All right, so week 2, module 2 is going to be very similar to week 2, module 1. You're going to work through that digital worksheet, which once again, you guys will have posted here as a digital worksheet, as well as the Google Slides. You are only able to edit the digital worksheet. Do not expect to be able to edit the module 2 slides, okay? That goes for any module that I post. All right, once you finish this one and you finish the mastery check the same way you had done before, you go ahead and go back and you can work on module 3. Now, only difference with module 3 is at the end of the digital worksheet, if we go ahead and click on this, at the end of this one, as you scroll down, as you complete all this, you'll see at the bottom that you're ready for an assessment in Edulastic. And now this assessment is a formative, okay? So by Friday at noon, you need this formative to be done, okay? This is the title of it in Edulastic. It'll be a little longer than your previous mastery checks and meant to test your knowledge of G.2, okay? All right, once you finish that, you are done with this week's work, okay? Expectations from you all is 1, you guys have turned in all 3 of those digital worksheets through Google Classroom. All right, if you have any trouble with that turning in, please let me know. All right, the other expectation is that you've completed all 3 mastery checks. In this case, there's 2 mastery checks and 1 formative, all of which are in the Edulastic assignments, okay? Guys, make sure you log into our time at 12:35 to 1:35 Monday, Thursday, and Friday, or Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, excuse me. All right. I'll be there to answer questions. If you're having any issues with the work, just please make sure you watch this video before starting your assignments, okay? All right, let's go ahead and go back to Pure Physics here, okay? Once again, these 3 modules are due. If you guys check Infinite Campus, you'll notice that I've graded last week's work. Now, last week's work was graded solely on completion. I wasn't worried about whether or not you were getting the answers right. I wanted to make sure that we had all these kinks ironed out in our system, okay? We had about 80% of people turning things in, getting those things done. If you did everything, you got 100. If you did not do the digital worksheet, if you did not turn it in or I do not have it, you received a 6, okay? Okay, now each assignment is out of, so assignment 1 was out of 15, assignment 2 was out of 14, okay? 10 of those points come from turning in these assignments digital worksheets. The last points come from the mastery checks. On a day-to-day basis in the upcoming weeks, I'm going to be grading the mastery checks based on the Edulastic grade. For this past week, if you did it, you got full credit, okay? So make sure you guys are turning everything in so I can give you all those points and you guys can have a great grade going into this eSchool learning environment. Okay? Couple tricks of the trade I wanted to show you before we move on. Okay? Say you wanted to have this Google Slides open while you had the other thing open, while you had the digital worksheet open. Okay? So let's go ahead and open both of them. Okay? I've got both of these things open now, the digital worksheet and the slides. I'm going to hold down here and drag to make a new screen. And now I'm going to drag this over to the right. When I see this little shadow of a screen pop up, I'm going to release. And now I'm in split screen mode. Okay, so I've got this here. I want to select the digital worksheet on this side. And now you can see you can read along the digital worksheet as you work through these slides, okay? Hopefully this is helpful as you guys move forward. Super powerful tool. But once again, to do that, guys, you put it in a new tab or a new window, excuse me, drag to either side. When you see that shadow pop up, you release, and then you have a split screen and you can view both screens at once. Okay? Please see the other video I posted about drawing in Google Documents. Okay? Please see that video. It will be important moving forward. Remember, that is going to be insert drawing new. Okay? More details on that can be found in that other video. All right, guys. So let's have a great second week of eSchool here. Make sure you get all your work done by Friday at noon. This week, I will be grading a little bit more on correctness, seeing as everyone here should have had access to the material and access to how this system is going to roll out. Okay? We've taken the training wheels off. It's time to get to work. All right, guys. Thank you, and hopefully this video was helpful. See you soon.